New at 6 a.m., a local couple's appearance on a popular reality show has convinced them of a harsh reality. Things aren't as rosy as they seem on TV. In this case, it's a home remodel on HGTV. 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears shows us when they couldn't get resolution on their living room, they turned to the courtroom.
Property Brothers on HGTV, starring Jonathan and Drew Scott, has entertained and enticed homeowners for years.
I'm Paul.
I'm Mindy.
And we are newlyweds.
Paul and Mindy were searching for their dream home in 2018 when they heard about a Property Brothers casting call.
They had told us that they wanted us to be their first episode, so we instantly started doing whatever steps we needed to do.
Taking risks and gut instincts, those are two things that'll help you go far in Las Vegas. And Paul and Mindy know a lot about that because they took a chance on love and it paid off.
You can't put a price on Paul and Mindy's love, but you can attach dollar signs to their home remodel, more than $193,000. They wired the money to Cineflix, the production company behind Property Brothers. They passed on a honeymoon to save money and signed on the dotted line, assured all the work would be done to code.
Everything will be, perfect HGTV quality. It also states that all the work, even deficiency list, will be completed by May 2019.
The couple was confident in the reputation of the Property Brothers show.
We'd both done remodels before, so we thought, oh, this is great.
Oh
my gosh, this is amazing! Are you kidding me?
But while Property Brothers was recording the reveal section of Paul and Mindy's episode, they discovered everything wasn't amazing.
The line I always use is, this place, for somebody just walking in, it's really good from far, but it's far from good.
13 Investigates toured Paul and Mindy's house to see what they're claiming in a lawsuit against Cineflix and the contractor Villa Construction. The Scott brothers themselves are not named in the case.
Okay, so this wasn't even the backsplash we were supposed to have.
Some of the stuff is cosmetic.
You can see that the baseboards aren't even. This one's taller than this one.
They consider others potential hazards.
When we first arrived, the InstaHot was not working because it wasn't plugged in. So I looked under the kitchen sink. There were 2 plugs for 3 things to plug in.
According to a licensed electrician we spoke to, that's not up to code, as appliances need to be on dedicated circuits.
All they did is they split the plug, now put 4 plugs in there, but it's still only on 1 line.
13 Investigates called property brother Jonathan Scott. His lawyer responded, declining an on-camera interview and sending a statement claiming Mindy and Paul rejected attempts by the contractor to fix punch list items, and instead, in what appears to be an attempt to secure a substantial monetary settlement, Mindy and Paul have engaged in a negative publicity campaign against the brothers. Paul and Mindy say the issues go far beyond some items on a punch list.
I think maybe because this just fell off of the door, I was able to get it open a little easier.
So this wall was rebuilt during the filming of the show. Very clear, it bows in, and it can only be replaced if you tear out the whole wall and rebuild it.
They actually grouted the range to the wall, and it's not even a straight grout line, but on top of that, there's actually grout in the burners, and our brand new range was totally scratched.
Homeowners who appear on Property Brothers are footing the bill in full.
There is nothing free.
And that nearly $200,000 was all up front.
We totally feel that we were, bamboozled and tricked.
Now they're suing.
We didn't spend this kind of money to have our cabinets repainted 6 times and still have paint coming off.
Before taking legal action, the couple says they gave Cineflix and the contractor plenty of time to get things right.
I literally have hundreds of emails that back and forth with the production company and their contractor and their designer for well over a year.
Including 2 months after the reveal was recorded before Mindy and Paul moved in. A lockbox remained outside for nearly 2 more months so the contractor could continue to get in, but the couple claims some of the fixes led to even more problems, like splotchy, discolored tile grout. Paul says Villa Construction's solution was to stain it.
Well, in doing so, the stain made its way onto the tile floor itself.
Court records allege deficiencies like these backyard French doors.
They're very difficult to get closed because it has to line up perfectly.
Even when the doors do close, they leak, as you can see in Mindy's video from April 2019, 2 weeks after they moved in. And Paul points out what he calls electrical hazards.
So this is where they have flipped the electrical outlet to be on this side. So this opening just left like that. Again, not to code. We don't know why they did that.
Mindy filed a complaint with the Nevada Board of Contractors, which sent this notice to correct to Villa Construction, but it only addresses 10 of over 90 claimed deficiencies.
They just come in and they bring a Sharpie or spray paint and try to make things look pretty, but they don't.
The Contractors Board closed out the complaint, citing Mindy and Paul for refusing to let the contractor in. Villa Construction and Cineflix say the same. Both declined on-camera interviews. Paul and Mindy say claims that they denied access or rejected attempted fixes are absolutely false, noting again that contractors had free access while the house was empty for 2 months and that they allowed contractors in more than 10 times over 4 months after they moved in.
All we want is a project plan so that we can get it completed in all at one time. We don't want it being piecemealed out for the next year.
This one doesn't close all the way. You can see it just by pressing on it.
They say they simply want the house done per the contract.
We never, ever thought that we would be getting ready to spend our 3rd anniversary in this house with all of these issues.
13 Investigates discovered a second ongoing lawsuit filed by another homeowner against Cineflix and Property Brothers and a different contractor. It alleges a sizable list of repairs and damages. In Paul and Mindy's case, attorneys for Cineflix have filed a motion to dismiss, and that's set to be heard at the end of this month. We have full statements from Cineflix, Villa Construction, and the Scott Brothers attorney on our website at ktnv.com. Darcy Spears, 13 Investigates.